All right, today I'm going to take on a new project. I'm going to show you in just a minute, but I've got a small water feature that I had put in my front yard years ago, and now I finally want to expand it and make it a little bit bigger. So let me show you what I'm starting with, and at some point in time we'll get to an ending point. All right, so this is the water feature I currently have in my front yard. It's probably 60-70 feet around, and that was an old horse water trough. Now I feel like I want to fill in most of this as a pond. So I'm going to start cleaning out this area and roughly draw out a pond schematic and come back and have this a much bigger area for a water feature. Well, I've been out here for about an hour and a half, making really good headway on getting this mulch out of here and this bed prepared. And I'm using the mulch in another bed that I had not yet mulched this winter. So it's going to good use because this one will require a lot less by the time I'm done. All right, I've got pretty much everything out of the way. Now I'm into the digging phase. I have not outlined my design yet, mostly because I know I have to get this little pond out right here. So I'm going to start digging in that, and then I'll have an outline of some kind and share that with you as we progress. All right, making progress. Got a lot of that water emptied out, and soon we'll be able to pull it out of the ground and I can start on a pretty definitive outline. All right, another quick update. Got the old water container out. I'm letting it settle overnight because I want to save some of the little tadpoles and transfer them to another pond where they'll hopefully do just as well as here. Haven't measured this yet, but I suspect my original hole is about the depth I want. So I will clean up the tadpoles tomorrow and then finish the deeper of the two holes and then start on some shelving. All right, good morning, back at it. I saved a couple of dozen tadpoles out of the original water, and now I'm starting to dig my hole, trench it out. Probably gonna be in the 8x8, 8x10 arena. As far as size, I believe we've already got about 26 inches deep, and then I'm starting on a shelf. But all of this will be cleaned up long before I put a pool liner in. All right, here's my latest update. Got it shaped pretty nice, probably about 26 inches deep. I might go just a tad deeper. Got a nice shelf around the whole thing, and I've kind of graded it out, and that is all going to be rocked after I put a pond liner in. One thing about living in Georgia, especially on some acreage, you're always going to have rocks. I have tens of thousands of rocks. It's something I'm not going to have to purchase, and I've got anything from the size you're seeing now to the size over here that was originally in that bed. So I'm going to hand pick the rocks that I want to be on here, big and small both, and that's how I will end up lining the pool and then landscaping it out after that. So next project is go ahead and order my liner and start hand picking the rocks that I want to use for the pool. So hey everybody, still working on my pond. My liner came today, so we just did a dry fit. I ordered it much bigger than I needed to, really, just because I wanted to make sure I had enough. And it turns out it's big enough that I can expand the pond, which is really what I wanted to do. Also, for the size I got, which I think was 15 by 20, economically, it was just as feasible than to do something small and be worried about how much overlap in space I had. So I'd actually much rather have a bigger pond. So I'm going to show you the outline I did of the extension here in just a moment. and we're going to continue with digging and try to get this thing going over the weekend. All right, hour and a half later, I can see the progress coming. So I like what I see. It's hard digging, but it's coming right along. So update you as we go. All right, I have the shape that I think I want now. Made the deepest hole a lot bigger. You can see, put on about a 15-inch or so shelf. That's still giving me some good depth. And now I'm just taking some dirt and tamping around the shelf. And it's not a real tamper. It's a homemade wooden one, but it's going to do the job. And I'm going to get it all tamped down and smoothed out. And then we're real darn close to taking a look at the liner and starting to fit it in. All right, so today we are actually gonna put in the liner here in just a couple of minutes. You can see I've got my long level out and a pole to go across the span. So all I'm doing now is making sure the sides and everything are gonna be level. Once that's done, we're gonna throw the liner in there, get it set, and start building out this pond. So share that with you in a minute as soon as we get this all leveled off. All right, we got the tarp laid out, and now I'm going to get on the inside of it and start folding it into the shelves and creases and shaping it like what the pond will look like. All right, really starting to take shape now. I'm going to go find some more rocks to fill in. I have some gravel as well, and we're just going to keep building it up. All right, everybody, we're really getting to the fun part now. Got a lot of the wall foundation taken care of. On my shelves, we're going to have pea gravel for plants, marginal plants, lily pads. Saving this deep end over here for the last, so I can work my way out like a painted room. But I like the way it's coming out so far. So tomorrow we'll probably get more pea gravel in here. I'll continue to build up the walls up into the large boulders that you see. Well, I'm really taking shape now. Got a lot of rock pebble in there from yesterday. Finally built up this end where I have a bit of a stepping stone to get in and out of it if there's anything I need to do. Hard to tell here, but a good 2.5, maybe even 30 inches deep. And then I have a shelf here at 15 or 16 inches where plants are going to go. So I got a little bit more rocking to do up here and on the top. Tomorrow we probably will put water in it. Then I can start shopping for some aquatic plants and begin to landscape it. Okay, we just replanted a few lily pads. Now we're going to fill the pond out. That'll end up this video, and then once we get some more marginal plants and such in here, I will probably do a total finished video because I still have a lot of rocking and landscaping to do.
I'll let you suck on the hose to get it started.
Can you edit out us talking? I thought about going and getting a little bit of that water out, okay?
Out of the other thing? Here, I'll show you. You'll be amazed.
All right, so today we start doing some of the landscaping. You'll notice I have some goldfish in a bag that we're going to release in about 20 to 30 minutes. We've put the lily pads down, and now I'm going to work on wherever there's liner, bring out more rocks, and make a, just some decorative items around here. So that's what the remaining video is going to be until we finally get to the finish point.